and checkups to pet supplies and grooming. They've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Well, good evening, Lady Liberator basketball fans, and welcome to the 2025-2026 basketball season. The Lady Liberators kicking off action here this evening at Clinton High School up here just north on Highway 13, about an hour up 13 in Clinton, Missouri. My name is Shania Franska, bringing you play-by-play, and to my left here we've got Kent on the sound and the video here tonight. Bolivar and Clinton squared things off to begin the season last year, and we're right back here a year later. Bolivar finishing with let's go back to season to date here. Bolivar finishing with a 13-15 record from last year, finishing district runner-up to the Stratford Lady Indians. In that, Bolivar lost two senior players. Megan Howard, she went on to play college volleyball at Drury University, and Casey Jenkins went on to play college softball up towards St. Louis. So those will be two big key roles to fill, two big girls inside. So our underclassmen has got their work cut out for them here this season to fill those footsteps. We've got returning here for the Lady Liberators, senior guard Carly Cripps, senior guard Emma Goodman, and senior forward Cammie Bryant. The Clinton Lady Cardinals coming off a 15-12 season just from over a year ago. And they lost, they had 5 seniors. They lost 5 seniors, and they only returned 1 starter to the club here tonight. So they have, as their coach said, as Coach Adams said, a very, very young and experienced roster coming into this season, all sophomores and freshmen, exception of 1 senior that will get the start here tonight for the Lady Cardinals. So we're excited to be back here yet for another season. It's hard to believe. I feel like we just completed 1 season, and now we're, you get through the summertime, fall time, just life goes fast. So we're back here yet again for another full action-packed season between the Lady Liberators and the Liberators. Both teams expected to have a great year for Bolivar. We've got about a minute left here. Looks like we're going to do the national anthem and starting lineups here at Clinton High School. So we're going to take it back to the station here for a few commercial breaks while we do the anthem, and we'll be back with the starting lineups here for the Lady Liberators season kickoff. You're listening to Your Country 99 and watching on MoSportsZone.com.
You're listening to 99.1 KYLO halfway, 1200 AM KYLO, and 102.9 K275 CD Bolivar.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small, from intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming. They've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
And we're back here at Clinton High School. Great job there with the national anthem and JROTC here from Clinton High School. We got starting lineups coming to you here tonight. First off, for the guest on the scoreboard tonight, which will feature your Bolivar Lady Liberators. Starting a 5'9" sophomore guard, number 3, Emma Goodman. A 5'10" senior forward, number 10, Cammie Bryan. A 6-foot junior center, number 14, Adeline Carroll. A 5'7" senior, number 23, Carly Cribbs. And to round out for the Lady Liberators, her first varsity start here this evening, be a 5'9" sophomore, number 24, Jaylee Anderson. Lady Liberators are coached by Darren Archer, assistant by Stacy Wells, Nathan Rothdeiner, and Shelby Whitus. And for the Lady Cardinals here tonight, which will be your home on the scoreboard, a freshman, number 0, Lily Schuster. Number 2, a senior guard, Addison Little. Number 10, a freshman guard, Jaekra Sprout. A freshman guard, number 12, Brooklyn Johnson. And a sophomore forward, number 21, Brooklyn Winiski. Lady Cardinals are coached tonight by Mr. Zach Adams, assistant coaches Jonathan Eversole and Miranda Carmichael. Officials here tonight is Mr. Sean McKinney, DJ Britt Batch, and Alvin Parker. And that will be your starting lineups here, both for the Lady Liberators and Lady Cardinals. Lady Liberators already dealing with a few injuries. Coach Archer said Miss Heidi Roten and the other Anderson twin, Jarrett Anderson, both dealing with some early season injuries here, but he said hopefully they will be back here sooner than later. Coach Archer did quote and said that the girls have been working extremely hard during the off season and super excited to get this season started. And he's seen a lot of improvement out of a lot of girls down there that are taking the court here tonight. So both teams will take the court here, and here we go with the tip-off. Lady Liberators with the blue and the yellow pinstripes, and the Lady Cardinals in the white with blue pinstripes, and the Lady Liberators will secure the opening tip-off. Cribbs up top. She's switching it over to Goodman on the right wing. Goodman, she's going to drive. She looks inside, dishes it off to Carroll. Carroll up and no good. Off the mark, no good. And there's Cammie Bryan with the offensive rebound. She kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson over to Cribbs. Cribbs for the 3 in the left-handed corner. Another offensive rebound by Cammie Bryan. Her second already here early in the game. And Cribbs will get the offense set back up. Looks like the Lady Cardinals are going to play a little 2-3 zone here. And the Lady Liberators with the 4-out, 1-in with Goodman in. There's Cribbs off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. Lady Liberators getting 2 or 3 possessions there of good look, but they can't put it through the hoop. And that's going to be a deflection out of bounds off Cribbs. And it will stay Lady Cardinals basketball. And that's Johnson inbounds it Cribbs. Another deflection there. Or excuse me, that's Johnson inbounding it for the Cardinals. Cribbs with the deflection. Johnson gets it back in to the point guard, Sprout. Sprout, she kicks it over. That's 21, Winiski. Lady Liberators in a man-to-man defense here. And the Lady Cardinals just dribbling it around the penetration. There goes Johnson, or excuse me, Sprout. It looks like it's going to be off a Lady Liberator foot there. And the Lady Cardinals will inbound it underneath their basket. 6:47 left here to play in the first quarter. No score here at Clinton High School. Lady Cardinals having trouble getting it inbounds. Looks like they're going to throw it out of bounds, and they're going to try to save it. And the Lady Liberators are going to take over. Cribbs yet again will get their offense set up here. with the Lady Cardinals just kind of in a 2-3 matchup zone. She kicks it over to Anderson. She fires from 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. Here comes Little. She's going to dribble the length of the floor, and Goodman's going to tip it out of bounds. And it'll be Lady Cardinal basketball underneath their basket. And the Lady Cardinals get it in. That's Sprout. Sprout's going to set it up. She tries to get it in. Anderson with the steal. She's going to go coast to coast all the way to Cammie Bryant. Cammie Bryant's going to dish it up and in for the first 2 points of the Lady Liberators season here. And it looks like the Lady Liberators are going to pick up full court press, and they do. And it's going to force a Lady Cardinal turnover out of bounds, and the Lady Liberators will take back over. Cribbs will walk it up across half court. The senior guard poised to have a big season. And jump shot just above the free throw line, off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Carroll. She tips it out to Anderson. Anderson back up to Cribbs at the top. Lady Liberators already with 6 offensive rebounds. Over to Anderson in the corner. 3 ball, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals of Little. And it looks like Goodman's going to get called for a reach-in foul there. And it'll be Lady Cardinal basketball right next to the scores table. Almost goes back court there, but the Lady Cardinals saved it. And that's going to be Spratt. She is the point guard here for the Lady Cardinals here this evening. Lady Liberators still in their man-to-man defense, as the Cardinals are trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time. That's Little. She kicks it over to Spratt. Off the mark, no good. 3-pointer. Cribbs with the rebound. She's going to go the length of the floor to Bryan. Bryan over to Carroll. Off the mark, no good. Another missed layup for the Lady Liberators, but we got another offensive rebound, and there's Cribbs. She drives all the way to the basket for 2. And Lady Cardinals trying to get it in. There's Goodman with the steal over to Anderson. Missed layup, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. Back come the Lady Cardinals the other way. And they're going to slow it down there by the Lady Liberator defense. And it looks like they're going to get called for a traveling. That's Brooklyn Johnson. Took too many steps there. And the Lady Liberators will take back over. Lady Liberators I've already had several missed layups here, an opportunity to be up way more than what the scoreboard shows. They have a lead here with 4:37 left to play. And it looks like it's going to be a traveling call there by Anderson, and the Lady Cardinals will take back over. 4:36 left here to play in the first quarter. Lady Liberators 4, Cardinals 0. Lady Cardinals having a hard time getting it in. They try to bounce it off Anderson. She gets it. She recovers, kicks it over to Cribbs. Cribbs is going to go coast to coast off the mark, and she lays it in for 2. And that will give Cribbs 4 on the night. And Coach Adams from the Lady Cardinals wants to talk it over here with the 30-second timeout. And we'll just stay right here. Quick 30-second timeout here. Well, we'd like to welcome all of you listeners out there. It's hard to believe, like I said earlier in the broadcast, that we are here yet again for another basketball season. I always say this, the Lady Liberators and Liberators are so blessed to have this, to have the radio, to have the TV, as I know that there's a lot of fans out there from many states away, watching and listening to their family, and just our kids are just extremely fortunate to be able to have this, that family that can't come to the games to be able to tune in and listen along the way. It's going to be Lady Cardinal ball coming out of the timeout here, and that's another Goodman steal. Goodman over to Cribbs. Cribbs dishes it to Bryan, and she lays it off the mark. And the Lady Liberators lead 8-0. They'll come right back with the full court press. Lady Cardinals get it in. They break it away. They're going to go coast to coast. And she's going to kick it out to, that's Little. Little's going to dribble penetrate over to the corner. She kicks it over. And that's a blocked shot by Anderson. Back come the Lady Liberators. And Cribbs will walk it up past half court. She kicks it over to Bryan on the left-handed side of the three-point line. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Little. She's going to dribble across half court, and she's going to dribble it off her foot there. Little defensive pressure there by Goodman. And the Lady Liberators are going to take back over. And checking into the ball game for the Lady Liberators. The junior guard, number 11, Josie Mays. And Anderson will take a seat. Cribbs dribbles across half court here. Get her offense set up over to Mays. Mays with the skip pass over to Bryan. Bryan's going to dish and drive. Kicks it back to Mays. Mays kicks it back out to Cribbs. 3-point and good. Carly Cribbs now leads all scorers with 7 points here early in this contest. And there's Cribbs with the defensive deflection. Another deflection out of bounds for Cribbs. Lady Liberators going to pick up full court press yet again, leading 11-0 here with 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. There's Bryan with another steal over to Mays. And Mays with the shot attempt. She's going to get a shot block there, and it's going to go out of bounds and stay here for the Lady Liberators. Lady Liberators will get it underneath their own basket here. Goodman, she's going to kick it out to Cribbs. Cribbs, 3-ball and good. Carly Cribbs, now with her 10th point of this evening, gives the Lady Liberators a 14-0 lead here with 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. And Mays is going to get the deflection out of bounds, and the Lady Cardinals will keep possession here. And they're going to have to go the length of the floor with the Lady Liberators playing a man-to-man full court press. And there's Goodman with the steal. Goodman lays it up, and she's going to get fouled and go to the line. That foul is going to be on white number 12, Brooklyn Johnson, the freshman. And Goodman's going to go to the line for 2. Our free throw sponsor today is Ankrum Law. We appreciate Ankrum Law being our free throw sponsor this year. Head on down to Ankrum Law for all your law firm needs. First free throw is no good. And second free throw coming, and nothing but the bottom of the net. And Goodman gives the Lady Liberators a 15-point lead here. Immediate full court pressure picked up by Mays. Mays, she gets a deflection on it. And back comes the Lady Cardinals, and it looks like they're going to get Mays for the blocking foul there. And the Lady Cardinals basketball underneath their basket. We want to thank our game day sponsor here today, Mid-Missouri Bank. Check out Mid-Missouri Bank for all your banking needs right there in town. We appreciate Mid-Missouri Bank sponsoring our game today. That's going to be Mays with the steal. She gets it out to Cribbs. Cribbs out to Bryan. Bryan over to Goodman, and Goodman's going to lay it up and good. Lady Liberators are kind of off to a slow start there, but they've now kind of picked things up and have gotten a lot of, they've turned over a lot of defensive stops for offensive points, and they lead here 17-0 with 2:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cardinals just trying to get on the board here. Another steal for the Lady Liberators. Cribbs, she's going to go the length of the floor. No numbers. She's just going to take it herself. Pop and stop. And that gives Cribbs her 12th point of the night. And Coach Adams is going to call another timeout here with 2:07 left to play in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break here and send it back to the studio. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
BlackRock Arms has moved. Find the best deals on guns, ammo, optics, knives, and more at 2270 Springfield Avenue, right next to Ace Hardware in Bolivar. Same great service, now with more space to explore, from days out on the range to outdoor adventures. BlackRock Arms has you covered. Visit in-store or online at blackrockarms.com.
BlackRock Arms, you punch your patriots!
Welcome back, basketball fans. We're back here at Clinton High School. Lady Liberators taking on the Clinton Lady Cardinals, and they find themselves a lead here, 19-0, with 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter coming out of the timeouts. It'll be Clinton basketball here. Lady Liberators still in their man-to-man defense, and the Lady Cardinals are trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Great defense here from the Lady Liberators, and it's being extremely tough for the Lady Cardinals to get a shot off. Mays with the defense there, trying to get the 5-second call. She gets it over to Johnson, and Johnson's going to try to get it over to the sophomore guard Winiski, but it goes out of bounds, and the Lady Liberators will take over with 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Cribbs will dribble it up for the Lady Liberators, kicks it over to Mays. Mays gets it inside to Goodman. Goodman's going to drive. She dishes it off to Bryan, but it goes off the hands of Bryan out of bounds. And the Lady Cardinals will take over. And Spratt, she will dribble it up for the Lady Cardinals. 1:18 left to play here in the first quarter. She's being heavily guarded there by Bryan. Bryan causes a turnover. Goodman on the floor, and she is going to get a jump ball there. She gets tied up with Addison Little, and it's going to be Lady Cardinals possession here. And they get it inbounds there at half court. Lady Cardinals drive to the basket. That's going to be, looks like we're going to have a foul called on the floor. And that's going to be called on Joe Manuel. Quarter here. Lady Cardinals are going to inbound it underneath the basket. Shot. I think we kind of lost our defenders there. Didn't really know who we were guarding. And that allowed the opportunity for Johnson to get the wide open shot and get fouled. And she's going to go to the line for two. That foul's going to go against your forward. Is up and no good. We'd like to thank Ankrum Law today, being our first on down to Ankrum Law for any law firms that you might need today. Second free throw up and no good. Fighting for the rebound is Carroll. Carroll dishes it out to Mays. Mays is going to go the length of the floor. She finds Goodman, and Goodman doesn't have a shot. She's going to dribble back out, kicks it over to Bryan. Bryan over to Mays. Mays is going to hit Cribbs in the corner. And Carly Cribbs just having a night. She gets the bank shot 3 to go in. And that gives Cribbs 15 here in this opening game of the season. Lady Cardinals still yet to score. And we got 30 seconds here. Oh, there's Bryan with the steal. She's going to get it out to Cribbs. Cribbs regains possession there. She kicks it back out to Mays. It looks like they're going to hold for one shot. Mays over to Cribbs. Cribbs kicks it over to Carroll, and Carroll dishes it. And she sinks the inside jumper there. And we got about 5 seconds left here to play in the ball game. Long three-point line from the Cardinals. And that's going to be no good as the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of the first quarter. Our first quarter today sponsored by Citizens Memorial Hospital. And your Lady Liberators lead 24-0 over the Clinton Lady Cardinals. We'll be back here for second quarter action. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpets, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Stay active and energized at the Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center. Hit the gym, take a fitness class, or shoot some hoops in the full-size gymnasium. They've got a seasonal indoor pool, top-notch equipment, flexible class options, and convenient childcare while you work out or attend activities. Need space for an event? Rent out the gym, studio, or multi-purpose rooms, perfect for parties, meetings, or team events. Open daily with hours to fit your schedule. Bolivar Recreation and Aquatic Center, where Bolivar comes to move. Located just off Broadway. Join the action today.
We're back here, Lady Liberator basketball fans, here at Clinton High School. Today's game sponsored by Mid-Missouri Bank. Your Lady Liberators starting the second quarter here. And they are up on the Clinton Lady Cardinals 24-0. And for the Lady Liberators, we'll have Cribbs, Goodman, Briley Tosh checking into the game, Anderson, and Carroll. And they dish it into Carroll. Carroll's going to lay it up. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And that's going to be the Lady Cardinals of Johnson grabbing the defensive rebound. The Lady Cardinals are going to go the other way. Try to get their first points of the game. Deflection there by Tosh. And Lady Cardinals recover. And that's going to be Johnson. She puts it up for 2. And she gets the Lady Cardinals on the board here early in the second quarter. Cribbs will dribble it up across half court. Over to Tosh. Tosh kicks it into Goodman. Goodman back out to Cribbs. And back over to Tosh. Tosh, she gets to skip pass over to Anderson. Kind of just playing keep away here for the Lady Cardinals. Cribbs, she's going to go off the mark, and she gets it to go. Little roller by Cribbs. And that gives her 17 on the night. And she gives the Lady Liberators a 24-point lead here. And back the other way, looks like they're going to get Goodman for the blocking foul. And that's going to be the second personal on Goodman. Checking in for the Lady Cardinals. That's going to be Lily Suchler. And checking in for the Lady Liberators is going to be Cammie Bryan, and Emma Goodman's going to go to the bench with 2 fouls. Lady Cardinals get it in, up and off the mark, no good. Carroll with another rebound here. Carroll with several rebounds already here early in the contest. And the Lady Liberators, Cribbs is going to dribble it across half court and get an offense set up. Tosh gets it into Carroll. Carroll trying to dish it down to Anderson. But she's going to get that deflected out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to be Lady Liberator ball right here on the sideline in front of the Lady Cardinals bench. And back comes Cribbs. Kicks it over to Tosh. Tosh on the top of the key. And she's going to look to shoot it here. And she gets the bank is open here tonight for the Lady Liberators. She banks in another three-pointer. And that extends the Lady Liberators lead 29-2 over the Clinton Lady Cardinals. 6:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Lady Liberators still in their man-to-man defense. Johnson up top. She's going to stop. Pop. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is a host of Cardinal players and Anderson. And that's going to be a jump ball called. And it's going to stay with the Lady Cardinals. Today's second quarter sponsor is Roten Cleanworks. Thank you to Mr. Roten for sponsoring today's game. Appreciate all you do for Liberator Athletics. And the Lady Cardinals, they get it in. 3-point mark. Off the mark, no good. Carroll with the rebound. She kicks it out to Cribbs, and Cribbs is going to dribble it up. Kicks it over to Tosh. Tosh back over to Cribbs. Cribbs over to Anderson. She's going to kick it into Bryan. Bryan off the mark, no good, but she's going to get her own offensive rebound. She kicks it back over to Cribbs on the top of the key, and Cribbs drains another three-pointer. And that gives Carly 20 on the night here early in the second quarter. Back comes the Lady Cardinals, and there's Cribbs. She's going to get a steal. Looks like she might go coast to coast. She gets it deflected, and she loses it. Back comes the Lady Cardinals. They go all the way, and off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Bryan, but there's the Lady Cardinals getting their third offensive rebound there. And fighting for the ball out of bounds is Cribbs. Cribbs, she gets Bryan all the way. Bryan's going to go coast to coast. No foul called. Back comes the Lady Cardinals. And there's Tosh with the steal. Tosh is going to find Cribbs wide open underneath the basket. and she's going to lay it in for 2. Lots of action there in the last 15 seconds. Little sloppy basketball there, but it results in 2 points for the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals, another missed opportunity there. Blocked shot by Anderson. And fighting for the rebound is Bryan and Anderson. Bryan's going to come up with it. And it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. And the Lady Liberators will take over. So 4:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Lady Liberators lead 34-2. And it looks like we got some substitutions. First time in the game today. Coming in for the Lady Liberators is junior forward number 1, Kennedy Baker. So we've got Baker, Bryan, Carroll, Tosh, and Cribbs for the Lady Liberators. Cribbs, she passes it over to Tosh, and it looks like Tosh is going to get a long 2 there to go and extends this Lady Liberator lead. Here come the Cardinals back the other way. And it looks like Baker's going to come up with the basketball there on that shot. And Cribbs is going to walk it down the floor. Carly Cribbs, the senior standout, leading this game with 20 points. And back comes the other way. It looks like we're going to get a foul called on the Lady Liberators. They took Carly's points off the board, so that's why I was kind of stalling. But I do believe Carly Cribbs leads all scorers here tonight with 20 points. I'm not sure why she's off the scoreboard, but... And first free throw is up and no good. At the free throw line is sophomore guard Winiski, Brooklyn Winiski. And they're going to get that foul called. It looks like number 31, which would be Tosh, is going to get her first personal here of the game. And she drains the second one for the Lady Cardinals. Back come the Lady Liberators. Bryan, she finds Carroll underneath, and she's going to put up 2 points there. Great offensive transition there for the Lady Liberators. Lady Liberators looking good here early in the contest. Their season opener tonight here at Clinton High School against the Lady Cardinals. Back come the Lady Cardinals. They get a jump shot off the mark. No good. That's Addison Carroll with the rebound. And she'll kick it out to the senior guard, Cribbs. Cribbs, nice pass. A near all the way from half court to the baseline pass to Cammie Bryan, and she puts it up for 2. Lady Liberators lead 40-3 over the Clinton Lady Cardinals. Off the mark, no good. That's Johnson. Rebounded Baker. Baker gets it out to Bryan. Bryan's trying to, there goes Carroll running the floor. And they all fight for it out of bounds. Carroll trying to save the ball there. Great look there. And it looks like Emma Goodman's going to check back in for the Lady Liberators. And Cribbs is going to go to the bench. Cribbs with a great start here of her senior season, leading all scorers with 20 points. 2:22 left to play here in the first half. Lady Cardinals trying to get back on the board again. Lady Liberators just playing very great defense here, and it's not allowing the Lady Cardinals to get very good shots. And the Lady Cardinals did just that. They got one off the board there, banked it in. Seen a lot of bank shots there. Lady Liberators lead 40-5. There's Emma Goodman off the mark, no good in the paint. Carroll fighting for the rebound. She doesn't get it. That's a Lady Cardinal there. That's Johnson. She's going to get the defensive rebound and dribble it up. And she gets stopped there by Bryan. She's going to set it up here. 1:42 left to play here in the first half. And we'll see if the Lady Cardinals can get a shot off. Johnson being closely guarded there by Bryan. Great defense by Bryan. Almost 5 seconds. And I think they might have got 4.5. And Coach Coach Adams is going to call another timeout for the Lady Cardinals. 1:29 left here to play in the second quarter. Going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. Our second quarter sponsor today is Roten Clean Works. Check out Mr. Luther Roten for all your cleaning needs. Thank you, Luther, for supporting Liberator Athletics. And our game day sponsor today is Mid-Missouri Bank. head on down to Mid-Missouri Bank for all your banking needs. We appreciate Mid-Missouri Bank and all of their support as well for Liberator Athletics. We got a lot of sponsors to go through here, so be patient with me. A lot more than last year, Kent. So sometimes when you kind of get caught up announcing the game and stuff, you forget to hit those sponsors. But we do appreciate these sponsors allow us to be able to go all over Southwest Missouri, the state of Missouri, to cover all these games for the Liberators and Lady Liberators. So we truly do. We appreciate all of our sponsors out there to make this basketball season happen. Well, we're back to action here. That's going to be Briley Tosh. She just stops, pops, and drains a three out there at the top of the key. And that gives Tosh 8 on the night as she extends this Lady Liberator lead here late in the second quarter. Back come the Lady Cardinals, off the mark, no good for Sprout. And back come the Lady Liberators. Here comes Tosh. She's going to dribble the length of the floor, off the mark, no good. There's Emma Goodman with the rebound. And she's going to get fouled as she goes up there and go to the free throw line. Looks like they're going to get that foul called on Maya Carmichael, the sophomore guard for the Lady Cardinals. First free throw is up and good for Goodman. Second free throw coming here for the senior guard. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Several Cardinal and Liberator players, but it looks like the referee says the Lady Cardinals are standing out of bounds there. So the Lady Liberators are going to take back over underneath their basket. 49 seconds left here to play. Lady Liberators lead 44-5. And Carroll's going to get her shot blocked, but Goodman's going to recover. Back over to Baker. Baker in and out, no good. There's Anderson. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound by Carroll. Another one. Off the mark, no good. I'm just standing here thinking as many layups as we've missed, we could have already probably had about 70 points by now. And Lady Cardinals, looks like they're going to get, nope, there's Tosh. She comes away with the steal, up and good. I thought it was going to be a Lady Cardinal backcourt, but Tosh comes out of nowhere. And she lays it in for 2, giving Tosh 10 points here on the evening. And the Lady Cardinals are going to get the last possession here on offense in this first half as they're trying to get a shot off, and they do. And it's going to be off the mark, no good. And the buzzer sounds. That is going to complete our first half here. Lady Liberators lead here. The Clinton Lady Cardinals here in the season opener, 46-5. We're going to take a couple-minute break here, and then we will be back to talk about all kinds of things. So take a few minutes here, and we'll be back here just in a couple of minutes to go over stats and what is next for the Lady Liberators after tonight. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Hi, this is Mike Jones. Trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for expert home comfort solutions. From plumbing repairs to heating and air conditioning, our experienced team delivers honest quality and service. For reliable comfort, trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air. 777-55-55. 777-55-55.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Hey gang, before you know it's going to be 10 above and we'll be shoveling snow. The Answer Man at CNC has the answers for winter, like wood pellets for heating and grilling, stovepipe and accessories like door sealants, door gaskets, stove boards, and winter clothing that'll keep you dry and warm. And for your fur friends, CNC has a huge pet department too. You have questions? CNC has the answers at CNC Farm and Home, Bolivar and Lebanon.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply. If you have questions, we have the answers.
can you and your family go to receive exceptional health care in the area? Who offers convenient family medicine and walk-in clinics near your home? Where can you go for comprehensive specialty care like orthopedics, urology, and heart care? The answer is CMH. At Citizens Memorial Hospital, they have the services your family needs to be healthy. For more information, go to citizensmemorial.com or call 417-328-6010.
Farmers Market of Bolivar is your go-to source for complete lines of animal and poultry feeds. Keep your livestock healthy and thriving with high-quality feeds tailored to their needs. Friendly experts provide top-notch advice to help you choose the right products. Whether it's chickens, cattle, or pets, Farmers Market of Bolivar has what it takes to support strong, happy animals. Located at 1184 East 460th Road, just off Highway 13. For dependable local feed and service that makes a difference, Farmers Market of Bolivar is your only choice.
In the market for furniture, don't go to the big corporate stores in Springfield and pay their wildly inflated prices just for them to pay their big dividends to their New York City shareholders. Shop at your locally owned favorite, Hometown Furniture and Mattress, where we have made furniture affordable again. From budget to luxury, we have it all. Ask us about our financing made easy, no credit needed. Come see us today right here in Bolivar at 451 South Springfield Avenue next to Tres Amigos, or call us at 417-912-7681. Don't overpay, take home today.
Welcome back, Lady Liberator basketball fans. We're here at Clinton High School here this evening for Lady Liberator basketball season opener. And the Lady Liberators find themselves with a big lead here. At halftime, they lead all 46-5 over the Clinton Lady Cardinals here. So far, so good for the Lady Liberators. It was came out of the gate a little rough start. Kind of took us a few minutes to get on the board, but once we got on the board, we started clicking on all cylinders. Our defense picked up, and it turned over to offensive points, and we're kind of rolling away and kind of just taking over the game there about the mid-first quarter. So far, so good for the Lady Liberators here. Carly Cribbs, senior, leads all scorers with 22 points here on the evening. I got to give a shout out to Carly Cribbs. She's a senior. Her aunt called me today, which would be Coach Kim Cribbs, the head golf coach, and was asking me if we were going to have the game tonight on the radio. And I said, absolutely. I said, are you not going to be here? And she told me that she is on her way to Destin, Florida. So good for Coach Cribbs. Coach Cribbs' golf team, high school golf team, had an outstanding fall this fall season. The Lady Liberator golf team won districts. I believe that was the first time in school history. And then they qualified as a team for state and did very well there, as they had two top 15 state finishers, with Delaney Daniels, a senior, finishing second in the state. So congratulations to Coach Cribbs and the golf team, along with all of our other fall sports as well. Football team, softball, cross country, all had very good season respectively. I believe cross country boys last weekend, they finished fourth in the state. So congratulations to Coach Bandy and Coach Newcomb on a great season. And then all of our other coaches in our fall sports. You know, the life of a coach, some people just don't understand really what goes into it. You know, it's not just showing up at a game. It's not just showing up at practice every night, but there's a lot that goes in behind the scenes. And I can tell you one thing from right now, that the coaches at Bolivar High School, from the fall to the winter sports to the spring sports, we have some outstanding coaches that put a lot of time and effort into our athletes here at Bolivar High School, and we are super, super blessed, and we've had a lot of great coaches come through the ranks here at Bolivar, and we just appreciate them so much and what they do for our kids. We got about 4:33 left here before halftime ends. Let's talk about what is next for the Lady Liberators. So what is next? The Lady Liberators, they will take the weekend off. They will go into Thanksgiving week. It will be a full week of practice. And then they will open up in the Mooresville tournament over there. Coach Franska and his hospitality just happens to be my dad, but it's one of the best small town tournaments in the area. And you will not find a night over there Monday through Saturday that gym is not packed out. with Southwest Missouri basketball fans. It's a really fun atmosphere, and super glad that the Lady Liberators get to be a part of it. They had the seed meeting yesterday, and the Lady Liberators drew the second seed, and they will open up on Tuesday night, December 2nd at 4:30 against the 7 seed Osceola Lady Indians. If they win that game, they will head on into semifinal plays on the winner's side. And that game will be played on Friday night, December 5th. And that they will either face at the Ash Grove Lady Pirates or the Stockton Lady Tigers, who drew the 3rd and 6th seed of the tournament. On the top of the bracket, it's the Hillcrest Lady Hornets. Will go up against the 8th seeded Lighthouse Lady Chargers. And then the 4 and 5 seed is Coach Rory Henry's Walnut Grove Lady Tigers drew the 4 seed. And the host school, the NCE Lady Panthers, will be the 5th seed. So a lot of great games to be taking place over there. Not only do they have a girls tournament, but they also have a boys tournament that is also loaded with a lot of good area teams. So if you need to catch some basketball that first week, you can catch a lot of basketball there at Mooresville High School. And then we flip it over to the boys' side. And the boys, the Liberators will, Coach Hoy and his Liberators will head on down to Willard High School, where they have, as long as I can ever remember, have always opened up over there. And they will open their season on Wednesday, December 3rd. That will be a 4 o'clock start against Harrison, Arkansas. So the Liberators right out of the gate facing a pretty tough opponent in Harrison, Arkansas. Harrison, Arkansas has always had a very good competition down there, a lot of good teams. So that is who Coach Hoy and the Liberators will kick off things in the Willard tournament. And that tournament will be played Wednesday through Saturday. So win or lose, the Liberators will then play on Friday. And then depending on the result there, they will play sometime Saturday. So after Thanksgiving, you have no excuse to get out to the gym and come support the Liberators and Lady Liberators, as there will be an action. I think we will literally have a team playing every single night other than Monday that week of the first week of the opening season. So get on out, support our kids. Our coaches and kids have been working really hard, getting in the gym the last 2 or 3 weeks here with practice and stuff. They'll take the week off next week for Thanksgiving. Well, they really won't take the week off. But they will practice all week to prepare, and then they'll get things really ramped up and going as it goes all the way from now till the 1st of March. So it's a very, very long season, and super excited to see these kids get out and compete for Bolivar schools. Well, we've got both teams back here ready for action. We'll take a 30-second break here, and we'll be right back here to bring you the second half action of the Lady Liberator basketball. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here at Clinton High School for a little second half action. Lady Liberators find themselves leading 46-5 here starting the second half. And it looks like we'll have all 5 back starters out there for the Lady Liberators and the Lady Cardinals. It's going to be Lady Cardinal basketball here to start the second half. There's Johnson trying to find a shot. She finds that's going to be the sophomore guard over there, Wineski. She's going to get her own rebound after that shot there. And a long 3-point shot by Sprouts. And it's going to be off the mark, no good. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Lady Liberator basketball. Lady Liberator basketball off to a good start here of the season. They find themselves leading the Clinton Lady Cardinals 46-5 with 7.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Third quarter sponsor is CNC Farm and Home Supply. Go on down to Mr. Paul Coleman for all your farm needs. Him and his staff will take care of you. Great people down there at CNC. Go find them for anything farm-related, anything that you need. Him and his staff will take care of you. So thank you, CNC, for being our third quarter sponsor here today. And it looks like Goodman's going to get fouled here and go to the free throw line. That's going to be Lily Suster. Whew, say that 10 times, Kent. That's going to be her first personal of the game. First team foul here in the third quarter. First free throw is up and no good for Goodman. Here comes the second free throw. Our free throw sponsor today, Ankrum Law. And Ankrum Law said, let's shoot two. And she gets it to drain. And back comes the other way is the Lady Cardinals. Lady Liberators still in their half court, man-to-man defense. Lady Cardinals kind of trying to do a weave here. Trying to find an open look. And just kind of the Lady Cardinals just dribbling across the perimeter. And they try to get it inside. There's Cribbs. She's going to get the steal. She's going to go coast to coast, dishes it off to Goodman, and Goodman lays it in. That's great team basketball right there. Carly Cribbs had a wide open layup, and she dishes it off to Emma Goodman. And the Lady Liberators lead 49-5 here early in the third quarter. Lady Cardinals dribbling across the perimeter. And that's going to be Sprout. She's going to dribble all the way up. Off the mark, no good. Carroll's going to get the rebound, but turns it away. And the Lady Cardinals will take over. That's Little out in the corner, being guarded by Cribbs. Little dishes it over to Johnson. Johnson drives, kicks it out to Winiski. Winiski's going to be stopped there by Anderson, kicks it back out. Emma Goodman almost picks up her third foul there, but the official didn't call it, thank goodness. And stifling defense there by Anderson. Anderson gets the steal, kicks it over to Cribbs. Here comes Cribbs back the other way. Cribbs dishes it over to Bryan. Bryan, three-point, and good. The senior forward, Kami Bryan, steps out and hits a three-pointer. And that gives her 9 here this evening. Bryan, Goodman, and Cribbs, all seniors for the Lady Liberators. They are now on their, I guess you can say, their last official ride here, their last first game of their high school season. 3 kids that have had an outstanding basketball career wearing the Lady Liberator uniform. I would say we probably won't see much of them after the third quarter. We got 4:55 left here to play. Lady Liberators lead 52-5. Lady Cardinals are going to try to dribble up top. Still kind of just over in their weave. Far three-pointer. That's going to be the freshman guard, Sprout. She just stops, pops, and drains the three-point for the Lady Cardinals. Cribbs dribbles it up over to Anderson. Anderson trying to get it into Carroll, and she has it deflected. That's Johnson. Tells she might be a little volleyball player as high as she jumped there. They get it back over. Anderson kicks it back over to Cribbs. Cribbs, she's going to stop, pop, and drains the three-pointer. And that gives Cribbs 25 here this evening. A great start for the senior year for Carly Cribbs. I know Dad's sitting down there very proud. And rebound by Carroll. Carroll dishes it out to Cribbs. Back the other way. Cribbs, great look to Goodman. Goodman off the mark, no good. Carroll with the offensive rebound. She kicks it out to Cribbs. Cribbs, jump shot off the mark, no good. Carroll with another offensive rebound and kicks it over to Goodman. Goodman drives all the way to the basket. And we're going to have another Lady Cardinal timeout here with 3:35 left to play here in the third quarter. It's your Lady Liberators 57, Clinton 8. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Roten Cleanworks. So what do? Let's make this simple. We stain and we clean. We stain decks, we stain fences, we stain houses, we stain concrete. We clean commercial buildings, we clean house exteriors, we clean fleets of all sizes, we clean equipment of all kinds. I'm telling you, we clean and we stain. Roten Cleanworks, it's what we do. Contact us today.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
And we're back here at Clinton High School. It's going to be Lady Cardinal basketball here out of timeouts. And we've got a whistle. Not sure what's going on here. Well, the Lady Cardinals only had 4 on the court, so getting that 5th player back out there. New rule this year, Clint, we're playing with 5. And it looks like we had some substitutions for the Lady Liberators. We got junior guard Aaliyah Steverson checking in for the Lady Liberators for the first time today. And sophomore forward Anna Roller also checking in for the Lady Liberators. That's going to be a 3-point basket there for the Lady Cardinals. Lady Liberators lead 57-11 with 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Cribbs dishes it over to Bryan. Bryan inside to Goodman. Goodman off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals, but there's Cribbs with the steal. Steele gets it over to Steverson. Back to Cribbs. Cribbs thought about the 3, and she's going to let it fly. Off the mark, no good. But hustling out of bounds is Cribbs. Great hustle there, trying to get her own rebound. But unfortunately, it went back out of bounds there, and the Lady Cardinals will take over. So a great opportunity here for some young Lady Liberators checking into the game, getting some varsity experience here early in the season. Lady Cardinals, that's a great shot there. And that's the freshman guard, Brooklyn Johnson. Drains the little jump shot in the corner. Here come back the Lady Liberators. Bryan with the skip pass over to Steverson. Steverson back up to Cribbs at the top of the key. Back over to Bryan on the corner. And Cribbs with the assist to Bryan. And Bryan drains the 3 over in the left-handed corner in front of the Lady Liberators bench. And that gives Kami Bryan 12 points here this evening. As we said earlier in our pregame matchup, in our pregame talk, the Lady Liberators are already kind of facing some injuries here early in the season. Senior Heidi Roten is out, along with sophomore forward Jara Anderson, both out with injuries. So hopefully we can get those girls back out here soon. And looks like we're going to have a foul called on the Lady Liberators. And they're going to get that on Emma Goodman. Goodman she's kind of all over the place, always on the floor. Wherever the ball is, you're always going to see Emma Goodman. And I guarantee you she's always going to come away with at least 3 to 5 fouls a game. Long 3-point shot there from Johnson in the corner. And that's an air ball. Kami Bryan's going to pick it up, kicks it over to Cribbs. Cribbs over to Steverson. Great teamwork there. And Steverson lays it in for her first 2 points in the contest. 1:07 left to play here in the third quarter. Bolivar 62. Clinton 13. And we're going to have a kicked ball violation. Lady Cardinals get it in here. And they're going to try to drive it all the way to the basket. It goes number 10 there. That is Sprout. Well, I thought it was off her, but it looks like they're giving the Lady Cardinals the ball back here with 57 seconds left here to play in the third quarter. Our third quarter sponsor today, CNC Farm and Home Supply. Go on down to CNC for all your farm and home needs. We appreciate you sponsoring today's third quarter and supporting Liberator Athletics. Lady Cardinals off the rim, no good. They're going to get the offensive rebound, though, and get fouled. And I can't tell what number that is. I believe that's number 2, Addison Little, the senior. She's going to go to the line here for a couple of free throws. Our free throw sponsor today, Ankrum Law. head on down to Ankrum Law for all your law firm needs. First free throw is coming up for Little, and she gets it to go. That foul is going to be on junior Aaliyah Steverson, her first personal here of the ball game. Second team foul of the quarter. And our second free throw here, Ankrum Law. And it rims out, no good. Bryan with the rebound. And she's going to dribble it up across half court. 35 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Steverson over to Cribbs. Cribbs kicks it back to Steverson. And I would assume we would try to probably just go for one shot here. Goodman, she tries to get it into Roller, off the hands of Roller, and it will go out of bounds, and Lady Cardinal basketball. Okay, and it looks like maybe the Lady Cardinals here will get the last second shot. And they tried a great backdoor cut by Carmichael there. She finds Keller, the freshman, over on the opposite block there. She puts it up, and she's going to score 2 and get fouled and go to the charity stripe to get the and one play here. That foul is going to be called on Carly Cribbs, her first personal, third team of the quarter. And that free throw is up and good, and she sinks it. And the clock will wind down here. Cribbs is going to take a long three-point shot, in and out, no good from the volleyball line. And that ends our third quarter here. Your Lady Liberators lead 62-17 over the Clinton Lady Cardinals. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
Navigating ever-changing tax regulations can be difficult, but not with the Winfield Tax Service. They've been serving Southwest Missouri for 60 years and are 4 generations strong. From individual to business tax needs, plus bookkeeping and payroll services all year round. They've got it all. Call 326-3326 or visit in person. Located on the northeast corner of the Bolivar Square. Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes.
All right, Lady Labor. Oh, man, you can tell this is the first night back on. Lady Liberator basketball fans, we're back here for fourth quarter action. Your Lady Liberators lead the Clinton Lady Cardinals 62-17. And it looks like the Lady Liberator starters are all going to go to the bench and probably be finished for the game. And we've got a whole fresh new of players on the floor for the Lady Liberators. Briley Tosh, Anna Roller, Jara Anderson, Kennedy Baker, and Josie Mays on the floor for the Lady Liberators here to start out the fourth quarter. Long three ball by Tosh, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. They're going to go the length of the floor and try to get a layup. Off the mark, no good. Baker with the rebound, and she kicks it out to Tosh, and Tosh will dribble it up for the Lady Liberators. Great showing here tonight by the Lady Liberators in the season opener. It's always good to come out and just kind of smack somebody in the face here in your season opener, and that's exactly what the Lady Liberators did here this evening. We were talking before the game with Coach Archer and Coach Wells. As I was driving up, I was thinking, when was the last time I've been to Clinton High School to watch a basketball game? And I think it's 10 years ago. We were all in this gym. 10 years ago would have been, of course, 2015, the 2015 Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball team winning districts here 10 years ago. And they were led by Coach Archer and Coach Wells, along with players that you probably have seen and still around town. Macy Hall, born and raised here right in Bolivar and still a Liberator legend out there. And Kaylee Rothdeiner, now a teacher at Bolivar Primary School. Malia Franska still around town as well. along with Reagan Lesh. I know she's off in St. Louis now, but that's just, as you all know, Diana Lesh. That would be her daughter. So that was the last time that the Lady Liberators took action here at Clinton High School was 10 years ago this season. As they wrapped up a district championship here. It's crazy to think that has been 10 years ago. I'm not sure where time goes. Fast forward 10 years, these girls that are playing now were in elementary school. So it's crazy. It's crazy how fast time travels. So looks like we're going to have running clock here in the fourth quarter. Lady Liberators lead 64-17. And it's going to be Lady Liberator basketball. Underneath their basket, Baker's going to throw it in for the Lady Liberators. She finds Roller inside. Roller kicks it back out to Baker. Baker over to Tosh. Tosh kicks it over to Mays. Mays is going to let the three go off the mark. No good. And fighting for the rebound is Tosh. She pulls it out. She's going to stop, pop for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. That's Winniski. And here come back the Lady Cardinals. 5 minutes left to play here in the ball game. And the Lady Liberators lead 64-17. Wide open layup there. They get it off the mark. No good. Roller gets the rebound and just gets fouled. Thrown to the ground. And we're going to go back the other way. As said at our halftime show, the Lady Liberators will take a week off. They'll have a full week of practice next week, Thanksgiving week. And then they will head on down to Mooresville, the 8th annual Mooresville tournament, as they drew the second seed yesterday at the seed meeting. And they will take on the Osceola Lady Indians on December 2nd at 4:30. So that will be their next game. They will tip off on December 2nd against the Lady Indians. So I believe we had a timeout called here. I believe Clinton called it. So we're going to take a quick 30-second break. You're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
We're back here with Lady Liberator basketball action. We've got 4:08 left to play here in the game. Great opening game here for the Lady Liberators as they find themselves leading the Lady Cardinals 64-17. Looks like we've got another slew of new players here for the Lady Liberators. Steverson's going to check back in. We've got Mays. And then out there as well, looks like we have sophomore forward Adeline C. Freshman guard, number 5, Oakley Wagner. And number 21, a freshman forward, Bria Hansen. It's always good when you get these big leads to be able to get your younger kids in there, just to get on a varsity floor, just to, kind of see what it's like. So that's always good that when that can happen. Lady Cardinals throw it out of bounds. We do have the mercy rule in effect, so the clock is running. It's crazy. Tonight went pretty fast. We're just 2 hours and 15 minutes into the night, and we are about to wrap things up here at Clinton High School. Steverson tries for the three-point shot. Can't get it to go. It's going to go out of bounds. And the Lady Cardinals got a host of subs, too, checking in for them. Well, the boys were in action last night at the Jamboree at Republic. I was able to talk to a few people today, and they said things looked great down there with Coach Hoy and his Liberators. They will also take next week off, and they will be back in action the first week of December. They will head on down to the Willard Tournament. The Willard Tournament is always loaded with a really good field of teams down there, and they will kick things off on Wednesday, December 3rd, as they will take on the Harrison, Arkansas Goblins. Harrison always has a really good basketball team, always very competitive, so it will be no easy task for the Liberators. And we got Josie May. She's going to take it all the way the length of the floor, misses the layup, and it goes out of bounds, and the Lady Cardinals will take back over. 2 minutes left here. As I said, we got the turbo clock going, so the clock is running with the Lady Liberators leading 64-17. Lady Cardinals passing it around the perimeter. Great defense there by Steverson, and she's going to get the block call. And it's going to be Lady Cardinal basketball right in front of their bench here with 1:38 left remaining here in the basketball game. So great outing by the Lady Liberators here to open up the season. Like I said, it's always good to come out and just kind of get your feet wet, get things going for the season. It's a little bit of a slow start for the Lady Liberators. But once things got going, they just started kind of clicking on all cylinders, and they never looked back. It's going to be Lady Cardinal basketball. They throw it out of bounds, and it's not going to be touched. So it's going to go right back to where it was. And the Lady Liberators will take back over here with 1 minute left remaining in the ball game. Well, we thank everybody tonight for joining in our first live action here for the Lady Liberators of the 2025-26 season. We want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Our game sponsor, Mid-Missouri Bank, Block Rock Arms, Ankrum Law, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Clean Works, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Hometown Furniture, and then our post-game sponsor here in just a few minutes, Warwick Electric. Without these sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here, and we're able to bring you all the Liberator and Lady Liberator basketball games here on the radio and also watching on MoSportsZone.com as well. And that is Aaliyah Steverson with the three-point basket. And she gets it to go, and a lot of excitement from the gym as she gives the Lady Liberators their 67th point of the season. And if you follow any youth entertainment, any youth social media, 6'7" is a big deal, Kent. So I don't know. I don't know what it means. Just ask any junior high or high school kid or really elementary kid. But she scores the 7th point of the game, and that's going to be our final buzzer here tonight. Your Lady Liberators coming out victorious here in the season opener. And they get a big win over the Clinton Lady Cardinals, 67-17. We're going to take a few-minute break here, and we will be back with our post-game, Warwick Electric post-game show with Coach Archer. So hang tight, and you can listen to Coach Archer's thoughts here on this game. And as we get things kicked off here this season, you're watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Well, welcome back here at Clinton High School. Your Lady Liberators opening action here for the 2025-26 season. and they come up victorious over the Clinton Lady Cardinals 67-17. And we've got our post-game action here, sponsored by Warwick Electric. And we've got Coach Archer coming on the air with us, along with senior guard Carly Cribbs. Guys, thanks for hopping on here with me real quick.
You bet. Our pleasure.
All right.
Right, Carly?
Yeah, I love it.
Carly loves being on the radio.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
already given me a look like, why did you do this to me? Well, guys, I promise I won't take too much of your time. A great showing here. You always want to come. First off, you always want to start out with a win. Opening your season here, and it was a kind of just a dominating fashion. Kind of got off to a close, kind of a slow start, and then things just kind of kept picking up there, and you guys just took it away from there. So, Coach, just kind of tell us a little bit about the game and your thoughts and how they went.
You bet. One thing that we've tried to preach all summer, all fall, and now start heading into the winter is our defensive presence on the floor, and felt like we brought it tonight. I told the girls, practices are tough at times, but these are the results that we're looking for, and their hard work's paying off. Now, we've got a long ways to go, but I like where we're at from a starting standpoint.
Right, and you mentioned earlier, kind of talking to you before the game, you already got two varsity kids down with injuries. It's not something that you want to start the season off with the kids already, in a travel suit sitting on the bench and not in uniform. But your younger players stepped up tonight. Your senior guard here, Carly Cribbs, comes out with dominating fashion. A great way to start off her senior year, 25 points here tonight. Just kind of talk a little bit about Carly and kind of what she means to this team and what she's going to have to do in order for you guys to be successful this year.
She's a special player. I mean, that's no secret around Southwest Missouri or the state. And the thing of it is, yeah, she had 25 points, but she may have had a double-double tonight with assists. And to distribute the ball the way that she did, and she just makes us better across the board. I'm going to brag on her a little bit, and I don't do that very much. But her defense has improved tremendously. And I told her at the end of last year, that's the part that she needs to improve upon to be a complete player. And I'll be danged. I'm coaching a complete player right now, and it's pretty fun. I'm glad I'm coaching her, not against her.
Right, absolutely. Carly, you start out, it's crazy to think that we're here. I remember watching you all the way in third grade at the courts and reffing you and seeing you and your group come all the way from third grade, now seniors. It's crazy to think that we're here, your first game of the season. You come out, you score 25 points. That's got to be pretty exciting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carly, just kind of tell us maybe just, one thing that you're looking forward to this senior year. Just tell us, maybe an individual goal and a team goal that you have for your team and yourself for this last go around wearing the Lady Liberator uniform.
I just want to have fun with all my friends one last time. And for an individual goal, I just want to score at least 1,500 points.
1,500, and man, she's got to be pretty close to that, right, Coach?
Yeah, I was going to say, you better up that a little bit, young lady. She's the type of kid that's not going to brag on herself. But, hey, if she goes out and has even a decent season, she's going to become the second leading scorer in our program history. And you think about some of the names that have passed through the Lady Liberator basketball program, and to be number 2, that's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. That's super impressive. Like you said, you got Garrison, you got Gregory, all those,
Yes.
big time names that have came through and played, in the Lady Liberator basketball uniform. But, I know that she's got a family here that's super proud of her. She's got a grandma and grandpa that I know is smiling down, enjoying watching from the best seat in the house.
Absolutely.
And I know that they would be here tonight if they were here. And
Yes.
Carly, we're super proud of you. Your teammates, your other senior players. You got Kami Bryan, Emma Goodman. It's just 3 great individual kids that, they're not just great players in basketball and tennis and softball, but they're just great kids that come from great families. And,
Yes.
that's something that the Lady Liberators are going to miss, after this season.
You bet. We're blessed, and throw Heidi Roten into that mix. And, if I were a lot younger and had a little girl, I'd want them to grow up like these 4 seniors. And this is just the start for them. They've got bigger and better things to go on to after basketball, but while we're here in basketball season, we're sure going to get the most out of it we can.
Absolutely. One last thing, you guys take a week off for Thanksgiving. You always love when you have to have a full week of practice and no games. I always remember playing. I hated practice. I loved games.
Yeah.
But you guys get a full week off next week to practice, and then you head on down to the Mooresville tournament. It's a great atmosphere. It's just a great week of basketball. You normally can't find an empty seat. Carly, what's one of the most things that you're looking for of next week in the Mooresville tournament of doing?
Ready to win it.
There you go.
Ready to win it. Yeah. Hillcrest is, you got to pay back for Hillcrest, and they're not the only good team. You got Hillcrest, you got Walnut Grove, you got Ash Grove, you got Mooresville, you got Stockton. Osceola, they won't be easy either.
No, they won't.
Coach Wohlers down there has had a lot of success over the years. So it's a pretty stacked tournament from 1 to 8. So we're super excited to get on down there and watch you guys compete at that. But until then, we'll take a week off and practice and get better and get ready. So saddle up. We're ready to go.
I am too.
Guys, thank you guys so much. Congratulations on your opening season win tonight. And we'll see you down in Mooresville in about a week and a half.
Sounds great. Thank you.
We got 6-7 points.
6-7. I said 6-7. I told Ken, I was like, I have no idea what that means.
I don't either. I know. If I would have known from the beginning of the year that 6-7 was such a motivator, I'd have been using it a lot more.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys again for joining our post-game show here tonight, and congratulations on your opening win.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, that's Coach Archer. Coach Archer, head coach of the girls basketball program here, and senior guard Carly Cribbs leading the way with 25 points here this evening. And I think that's going to do us here this evening at Clinton High School. Kent, thanks a bunch, leading the way over here on the radio and sound, making sure all of our tech things are up and ready to go. I'm Shania Franska, and we thank you all so much for joining in, listening here tonight. The Lady Liberators come out victorious here in the season opener, 67-17 over the Clinton Lady Cardinals. We'll see you back up next. We will take a week off for Thanksgiving, and then we will kick back things up for the Mooresville tournament with the Lady Liberators and the Willard tournament with the Liberators. I would like to wish all Liberator fans out there a very happy Thanksgiving. We are so thankful to live in Liberator Nation and what Liberator Nation stands for. And I would like to wish all family and friends out there a very happy Thanksgiving and a great holiday season with you and your families. And we will see you back in December for Lady Liberator and Liberator basketball. Good night, all. Stay safe. You are watching Bolivar Lady Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
This Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship.